What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm seeing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and why you should too. So this is my preview series where I talk about an upcoming game or a movie, or I guess even technically a show, and I just talk about kind of how I feel about it leading up, right? Kind of my own personal experience. I love hearing from you guys. Of course, I actually asked this question on Twitter. I like to ask, who's buying this game, who's seeing this movie. I asked for Doctor Strange, and the responses were quite something. It was overwhelming that everybody was going to see it. I'm sure there was a couple people not, and this isn't a requirement, right, to be like a subscriber of the channel, but I'm pumped. I'm really excited. I've been more excited, I will be honest, in terms of movies this year. This isn't, I would say, my most anticipated movie of the year. It wasn't, going in. Maybe it is now. I'm trying to think of like the movie, maybe like Across the Spider-Verse would maybe be up there. I want to see how Halloween ends. Not that I actually have enjoyed very much the trilogy, but Doctor Strange, as of right now, I do think would be my most anticipated. It's not as high as like Spider-Man was, I guess, but I have a history of as we lead into things or as we get closer to things, I get more pumped. So I'm recording this around 2 weeks before I see the movie, and I think the excitement's gonna go up as we get closer. I love Benedict Cumberbatch as Steven. I think he does a phenomenal job. The trailer looks awesome. I'm a big fan, I'll finish my sentence, of the original movie of Doctor Strange 1, and I only had watched it the one time in theaters, and I don't think I ever watched it again. I did. My wife had never seen it. She was one of those people that maybe didn't see Black Panther, didn't see Doctor Strange, didn't see like here and there, but she overall, got the gist of it. So we watched Doctor Strange, I feel like only like 4 or 5 months ago, around like the late fall. And so that was I believe only my second time watching the movie, her first. And I still think it holds up. I think it's a very different kind of movie. I think it's wacky, it's wild, and I hope the same kind of energy. Now, obviously, we have somebody in Sam Raimi who I have a lot of trust in. I think people are kind of forgetting that any of like the doubters, not that you're not allowed, and I'm very vocal on that, right? You're allowed to criticize. I think if you're worried about certain elements of the movie or whatever, I think that's more than valid. But one thing I oftentimes don't see people, that think like that, which again is fine. And I have some worries. I think so too. But I think it's a guy that we can trust in terms of a director. I don't think this is a movie that's going to go very much off the rails in terms of like what it's supposed to be. Okay, it can go wild and crazy if it's supposed to do that. But for a movie that, is going to go completely off the rails and just be like a complete train wreck, I don't really think Sam Raimi would let that happen. That's just my kind of opinion of the guy. Right now we'll see how it goes. The one thing I would say, let's go into there's maybe a couple negatives or a couple worrisome things, but one of them, and I've said this before in other videos, taking the wrong lessons from Spider-Man No Way Home. And I guess what I mean by that is the cameos, right? Andrew and Toby were not cameos. They were in the sense of, like reminding people, oh, look, big names, you've heard them before, they're going to help sell this movie, right? That is a general idea, but they also paid immense respect to those two, and they played a huge part in No Way Home, right? Like you continued their arcs, you established them, you continued it, you helped with Tom's version of Spider-Man, right? You did all that stuff. Cameos only have, if it is just a cameo, like you show somebody to be cool, right? It only has like that effect in the moment one time, and that's really it. So like the staying power of it and doing it like 50 times. I guess why I'm saying this is because the rumor was, right, that they added a bunch of those into Doctor Strange. Now, the movie is a lot shorter than people speculate. I think people originally thought it was going to be like 2.5 or even longer than that, and it's only like 204, somewhere in the low twos. So it's much shorter than people thought. So maybe the cameos was a lie. I'm just kind of talking. Again, this is just kind of my preview. Maybe it is a lie. Maybe it was never true in the first place. But I would have a concern that they took the wrong lesson and just said, well, people want to see the 50 different versions of Iron Man, so let's just give the 50, you know what I mean? Just kind of like throw them out there. There is a pretty really good leaker that has leaked out several different variants of different, heroes in terms of like special people or famous people playing them, and again, like that'll be cool in the moment one time, and then it really won't hold up very well after that. So I hope there's more to the movie, which again, it seems like there is. So I besides that, really, besides, I would say, kind of just an unknowingness of what's going to happen in the story. Sometimes we can kind of figure it out. Sometimes we can kind of piece things together. I haven't really paid too much attention to the whole thing, so I'm not really in the loop. I don't really know where they're going too much with this film, and I mean, that could be a good thing, right? Just kind of show it, be fun, have your jokes, have your emotional scenes, have some cool, and having Wanda and now having obviously Doctor Strange, like the first movie, again, really what captured me and what still makes that movie special is it's different. It's magic. It's the mirror dimension. Everything is so weird and things are flipping and bending in each other. I mean, it's some very interesting visuals. I don't know if they'll hold up forever, right? Over time, if they'll kind of degrade. But it's just, even if it does, it's so different in the way that it does it from any other Marvel movie, and I believe that wholeheartedly, that I do think it'll stand up in that way, where you just watch that movie and you're like, this is weird. Like, again, like you're seeing visual things that are so odd that you've never seen. And again, to give credit to the second one, even from the trailer, like you see, Wanda, like her head is getting like split and all this stuff, and Steven has some stuff too. So it seems like there's still, and it's gonna be like part horror film. I mean, I think this film's gonna be pretty good. I do. I don't really even know where my expectations for this film are, and maybe that's a good thing, because I'm kind of just expecting it to be good. Like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm expecting like a solid ride, fun ride, show me more of these characters, and then I'll leave. Like that, really, I don't have that much. Even like No Way Home, I did. The Batman, I had pretty high expectations for. Scream, I had high, just because of like a diehard fan. This one, I'm not expecting like the moon, you know what I mean? So like if they blow me away, which could very well happen, then that'll be awesome. So here's hoping. Now again, I'm gonna go see it opening night, the Thursday night, so maybe we can do a review the Friday morning here or on the second channel. Let me know, what you guys think, and let me know, are you gonna go see it? Are you gonna go see it opening night? Are you gonna see it in general in the theaters? Are you gonna see it when it comes out on Disney Plus or whatever? Let me know your situation in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, so you know when all these videos go up. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next video.